Welcome to the Dawg Talk podcast, episode number 7. Today we got a great story, a catcher that turned into a pitcher mid-season, the first ever player to sign with the Bird Dawgs. Gehrig Ebel, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. Good to see you. I think your story is incredible. Glad to have you on. And, of course, you're kind of right at the beginning of your story, really, when it comes to pitching, making that transition during the season, and now your first full off season as a pitcher.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. It's fun.
Yeah, you love the golf. I feel like that's pretty known at this point. You're always finding a way to golf, and I feel like catching is such a demanding position to just find time to golf, because you've got to find time to catch some bullpens. You got to find time to go and hit yourself as well. But pitchers, those are the guys who really get good at golf. So I have a feeling you're going to get a lot better at golf this year, but also I think this was strategic for you. You were like, you know what? Pitchers, these guys get to golf a lot more. I think I'm going to make the switch.
Yeah, I mean, it was just meant to be a little bit. It wasn't forced, it was just meant to be. We'll just put it like that.
You've been golfing a lot this off season?
I've been trying to get out whenever I can. So, but for the most part, I've played enough. Go ahead, sorry.
How's the weather out there in Tennessee?
Oh, it was 72 the other day, and then I want to say Thursday it's going to be a high of 25 somehow.
Eesh.
So that's the valley over here that I live in. So
there you go. The off season been good.
Yeah, it's been solid. I mean, I've just changed to a pitcher. It's almost weird for me just because there's less work to do. So I get done and I'm like, all right, what do I do now? All right, I'm looking for something else to do. Instead of, like you said, you got to hit, throw, catch bullpens, stretch, lift, and just throw, stretch, lift, and then I'm like, all right, what else do I do? I'm freaking out here. I'm so used to having to do all this stuff, but saves time to go chip and putt for an hour and a half or so.
There you go. Yeah, every day I'd come into the office, and 30 minutes, an hour later, here comes the car with Tennessee plates, and Gehrig Ebel's going to go chill out, take his shirt off and lay down in the outfield and read a book. Can't forget the daily games as well, but that's one of my favorite things about you. Yeah, it seemed like, you cared. You got here before everybody else. You put the work in, and you also took time to really relax, which I think is pretty difficult, especially during the season. So talk to me about just that, getting here before everybody else. What's kind of your mindset on that?
Obviously, I'm big on, I like to get my work done. If it's whatever it is, I'm not big on, I wouldn't say I'm a big, schedule guy, but I know what I need to do, and I know, all right, if I push it back at all, it's just going to be more, I'm just I'll do it later, So I am a big procrastinator. I usually am, which is not my best trait, but so I force myself, if I'm going to get my work in, right, I'm going to get my work in, and I know for sure it's set. And then if I need to do anything on top of it later, right, I got this done. I got my essentials done, right? I mean, stretch, right, hit a little bit. If I need to lift, I get it done. So that's just kind of the way I think. And I just enjoy being at the field. So, I mean, that's what I've always wanted to do is play baseball. And anytime I get to be at a baseball field, I'm happy, especially our facility. I think we have one of the better facilities in Indy ball. So, I mean, it won Field of the Year in the Frontier League. So, you really can't top it.
Yeah, I think there wasn't a single player that spent more time on that Field of the Year than you, just sitting there in the outfield.
Hey, I could sleep on it. They cut it so well. Everything's perfect. Yeah. It's pristine. Just the texture of the grass, it's perfect.
When you dream about sleeping on just a grass ground, that's exactly what you dream of. It's nice and cozy there.
I'm telling you though, you got to try it this summer. When it rains, when you get rained out, and it's pouring, go lay out in the outfield when it's raining. You'll never feel better. I'm telling you. I'm not into all the crazy stuff. It feels good. I don't know about the science behind it, but I know it makes me feel good. So I lay out there in a puddle. I'm 5 years old. It's great.
You went through a few books this summer. Is there a book you're into right now?
Uh, so I'm reading this book. So like the Da Vinci Code, like Dan Brown. So he basically has all these books that he writes, and it's all like based on like actual research that's going on right now, then like history, and like immerses you into a city. So it's like Secret of Secrets is what it's called. So it's basically like they're in Prague, and there's like a big. I don't want to go too deep into it, but yeah, I'm reading that right now. So it's interesting.
Have you always been a reader?
Kind of. My mom is. So he read all the Harry Potter books. She still reads books all the time. And I remember the first books I really got into were Hunger Games, because I wanted to watch the movie. My mom's like, "No, you're not doing that unless you read them." Okay, so I read the first one in 5 days because the movie came out in 5 days. Finished it. You know what? Let's read the other two then. Screw it. So, and then I got to watch all those movies too because I read the books.
I love it. That's a great philosophy. Read the books before you watch the movie.
Yeah, and the books are usually better. It's very rare that that's not the case, but
I agree. I'm a big baseball book guy.
Yeah.
And man, the Field of Dreams book is unreal.
yeah. See, that's
It's
one
so
I
good.
haven't read, but I mean it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Well, you started the season as a catcher for the Bird Dawgs. It was your second pro season after playing a portion of 2024 with Sussex County. And then you became, the bullpen catcher before being around the pitchers enough where they got in your head and you're like, well, I gotta switch over to being a pitcher, and you ended up making a couple of appearances at the end of the season as a pitcher. I know you did make an appearance earlier in the season on the mound, but you were a position player.
Yeah.
Whereas when you came in later on the season, we were like, yeah, he's a pitcher now, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool to make that whole thing in one season. Before we get into that transition as a pitcher, what was it like to come in spring training and get ready for your second season of pro ball?
It was actually obviously it's way different than the first one. So when I went to Sussex, I mean they've been playing all year. I fresh out of college and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with baseball, right? So I'm trying to figure out, do I have an opportunity affiliated here, blah blah blah, and I got a call from Sussex, and I'm jumping on it, right? I'm gonna go play baseball. They'll go up there, and it's a whole team that's already been together basically for the whole year, essentially, right? And this year it was cool because obviously brand new team, expansion. So it was more similar to like a college team to start, because nobody knows each other, right? It's basically like you got a whole freshman class coming in, but it's the whole team, right? So you're just like, here you go. So I think, especially at the beginning of the year, there was a big curve for us with that. Like I mean, it's a team sport. Everybody's got to like know each other, trust each other. That means just how it works, right? So that's always fun, I think. Just kind of, I feel like I'm somewhat introverted until I know you. I don't like to talk a lot unless I like really enjoy speaking with you. That's just how I am. So it was fun, like kind of building the relationships throughout spring training and the season. So,
Love it. Now, did you know that you were the first ever player to sign with the Bird Dawgs?
I did. So Brett texted me that. So he sent me the contract or whatever, and he's like, "Congrats." He's like, "You'll be the first player ever signed, and I'll be the first coach ever signed. Congratulations." I'm like, "You too, Brett."
That's awesome.
If you know Brett, he's a funny guy. So
Did you
I've
know
known
him
him
prior to that?
yeah. So his dad coached with the Lookouts here in Chattanooga a little bit, and he coached the Lookouts, but he would coach Double A and come up. But Brett, obviously, when he was done playing affiliated ball, he obviously helped with the Lookouts, and then he ended up helping at my high school my sophomore year. He just helped for like a year because he's in town, made a little extra money. But yeah, he's always been. That's the best part about him. He's always been the same person. He can be serious if he needs to be, but he's the ultimate player coach. Like he knows so much about baseball. He's a catcher, so in my opinion, catchers are the most intelligent baseball player. I'm not saying that because I was one. I'm an idiot sometimes, but catchers have to know the game like they're the quarterback on the field is the way I think about it, because they have to They have to know everything. They are running the game. Every pitch, they have to be locked in. So that's just Brett sees everything on the field. He does a really good job of that. At the same time, he's a clown, and I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why you see so many catchers out there as managers. It's cool to see, and I think that's definitely gonna be a big piece for you going from a catcher to a pitcher, just the way your mind works. But that's so cool. I didn't know you knew Brett since your sophomore year of high school. Did you guys keep in touch throughout high school and college?
Yeah, here and there. He'd come back into town and we'd mess around. Obviously, I worked in the same facility, like giving lessons and stuff, as his dad. So I knew his dad really well. His dad gave me lessons back in the day. So every time I'd see him, I'd just mess around. He'd give me crap all the time. Just that's how he is. So
that's so good. I love that.
I'm just happy now I can kind of throw it back at him, and just kind of give him crap at the same time.
Yeah.
When it's called for.
Of course.
He is still Skip.
That's great. Well, now let's talk about how you made the decision to become a pitcher. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision. You've been a catcher your whole life pretty much. I mean, what was that decision like?
Yeah, so for me, it was just, obviously I didn't have the best season. It happens. And for me, it's just I think I just needed something new. I needed a little different taste in my mouth. I got to throw with the pitchers. Obviously, I was a bullpen catcher for a little bit, so I'd throw with multiple pitchers every day, kind of get loose. And I was like, we'll just mess around. If I'm going to be out here, I'm going to have fun. I'm with the pitchers all the time. I'll act like a pitcher for a little bit, see how it goes. I'm going to start throwing. I'm throwing every day. I throw 5 or 6 times a day. I'm like, dang, my arm's getting stronger, I'll tell you that. That's all I do. So that was a little factor. And then I just mess around. I'd tell Trotter, I'm like, hey, Trotter, get down, catch a couple of these. And he'd love it because he actually loves catching for some reason. But I just, hey, get down. I'd throw a couple. And then Decker would start talking to me about it, just messing around. I'm like, you know what? We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go incognito for about 3 weeks. I lost because I came in. I gained a lot of weight to try to hit the ball harder, throw the ball harder as a catcher. I don't need to be running a 6.5 60. You just need to hit the ball hard and call a good game, right? But yeah, so I actually lost 20 pounds. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to be super flexible, super mobile. I'm gonna be Yamamoto is what I was thinking in my head. Just stupid stuff. But I was like, yeah, we'll see. So for 3 or 4 weeks, I was just all right, we're gonna lock in and see what happens. And it actually started getting better. I started seeing oh, that's actually not terrible. And that's not terrible. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens. Let's rip it. And I got to pitch that one time against Quebec. And I enjoyed it. It was something fresh, something new. I've always been a utility guy, and I didn't like getting stuck at one position, so it was fun to move around. I've always wanted to, I want to play first, short, third. Why not pitch? Let's see what happens. And that's just kind of how I came to it. And when I told Deck, I'm like, hey, what do you think about it? And he's like, sure, let's go. Let's try it. I'm like, all right, I'm all in. So.
Yeah, I know your changeup has caught a couple guys' eyes. Who was the first to tell you, hey, that changeup's really looking good?
Well, I like Blom, or the first time I threw. So I've always been able to mess around with stuff. I wouldn't say I'm the most explosive player, but I feel like that's one quality I do really well is I have good body control and I can manipulate stuff. So whether it's ping pong, anything that's just super quirky and weird. Golf, I can hit, I can chip really well because I'm hands wise. I feel like I have decent feel, put it like that. So I just was ripping it to him. Then I threw one. He's like, all right, shoot, throw it again. Okay, let's go. He's like, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm like, all right.
That was in the game?
It was in the game. Well,
wow.
I've pitched in high school. I would always mess around and throw, but for the most part, I'm like, yeah, in game. Here we go. Let's throw it. Fastball, changeup. It was pretty good. Yeah.
So that was the first time that, they saw your changeup, or Blom saw your changeup and was like, all right, keep that coming. That's fun stuff. Yeah, Blom was a heck of a pitcher as well this year, a .87 ERA.
Blom's nasty. Besides that one granny he gave up to Campo, but besides that, yeah, I'm going to throw that out. Sorry, Blom.
Well, those are the only runs. He's able to still get a .87.
Well, that's the thing. Those weren't his runs. That's the worst
that's
part.
right.
No.
That's right. I forgot about that.
No.
That is rough.
The one was, though. No, it was funny.
No, that's right. Yeah, no, I mean he was electric out there. Six appearances or something like that for him, and but yeah, so you made the transition as a pitcher, but you weren't sure if you were gonna get out there in a real game, and then that final road trip, you were told, hey, we're gonna activate you, and you're gonna be in our bullpen. What was that like hearing that for the first time?
It was. I was just happy to be back playing. It was like if that gets me on the field somehow, I'm just happy to be back. And it was cool. I mean, obviously I've been down there as a bullpen catcher watching the game, but now I'm like, all right, well, I'm active. Like I could go in the game. It's a lot different, right? So I'm thinking to myself, all right, how do I get ready? I'm also, the funny thing, the first outing I ever had, I had like 2 warm-up pitches. So I'm just sitting there, and then somebody hits a ball, and like, is Ebel hot? And I'm like, I can't be. Through basically like 2 or 3. Danny Beal actually was catching me.
No way.
Yeah, because Blom and E were down the dugout.
Right.
And I was like, all right, here we go. Through like 3. I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's go. So it wasn't bad. I didn't have any molded cleats either. I was wearing my turfs out on Lake Erie's field, and I'm like, I am toast. I'm like, this is so weird. It's a little wet. I'm slipping. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. But it was cool for sure, though. I loved it. Even I remember the next game, I was hot, and I was coming in the game, and it got rained out, or like a lightning. It canceled it, and I will say that was one of the. I'm usually not like I don't have a temper on the field. I don't get really mad. But I was like, I actually wanted to be out there so much and throw. I was like, I see why pitchers lose their mind now. Ooh. But
yeah, I was gonna ask you about that because I remember literally as the umpires were like, get off the field, I saw you and you were not having a good time out there. I could see that, and I was like, man, that's so frustrating. I am glad you got to go pitch I think the next day and then another time later that weekend. So we got 2 in for sure, which was nice. But I love that Danny Beal caught you. Was it like, hey, somebody catch me, or was Danny Beal like, I got it?
He's like, I got it. Because me and Danny grew closer throughout the year, but we were just getting ready, and I had to get going, and we didn't have time to. Danny's like, here, I'll get down there, go, just throw a couple, give me your mask and mitt. I'm like, all right, fastball, change of fastball, let's go. We're going.
So this off season, I heard some inklings that you've gotten up to 91.
In the other training day I did, yeah. So we're trying to. Obviously, everybody wants to throw hard, so that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm still trying to, obviously, be an athlete and throw strikes, everything, but it'd be nice to throw hard.
So you feel good this offseason? You making a lot of improvements?
Yes, no doubt. I feel, as bad as it sounds, I feel like a pitcher.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, all I know is Wellman's going to freak out when I get the first PFP and I just flip it under their sidearm like a shortstop. He's going to lose his mind. But hey,
that's going to be awesome.
I'm not going to do that. Maybe. We'll see.
I'm all for it. Like, are you going to be the kind of guy? I know Axel Ndueza, he was a catcher turned into a pitcher. I totally forgot about that. But he's the kind of guy where if there's a pop-up, like,
I'm getting it.
Yeah,
I'm getting it.
He's got it. Nobody else is getting in his way.
I trust everybody else, but, I mean, if I can go get one, I'm going to go get one.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going behind the back every time like he does. Every single time a ball came at him, he tried to go behind the back, it feels like. I just make fun of him so much for it.
Okay. I mean, that might come back to haunt you, though. Something comes, he could have got it right behind your back.
And yeah. Hopefully Kalai can go get it.
Kalai will handle it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I love it, man. I'm excited to see you throw. And I mean, what's your arsenal looking like? I know you got fastball, changeup.
Fastball, changeup, slider, and a cutter right now. So,
nice. What's your favorite one to throw?
Probably changeup. I mean, it's easy.
Reliable.
Yeah, just like for the most part, I really haven't done much. Besides, I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm trying to throw hard and learn how to get down the slope the right way. It's obviously it's trending upward, so I love where I'm at and like where I'm going. So hopefully it stays on that track, and then when we get to the season, it's ready to go.
I'm looking forward to it. Do you see yourself as a certain type of relief pitcher, or you just doesn't matter? I'm just going to throw whenever I throw.
Yeah. Whenever Dex says you're going in the game, I'm in. Just doesn't like I just want to be out there. You know,
I gotcha.
I'm having a blast. I get to play baseball. I'm literally playing a kid's game, and I'm 24 years old. So I'll be 25 in the season. So that's the big one. So,
Big 2-5.
Yeah. So they're like playing a kid's game. I mean, can't get much better than that. So
Love it, man. What was your, I guess, your favorite on and off the field moment of the season?
Should have sent me like a question, like a list before, so I can
I know,
think about these. 'Cause there's a
I
lot.
should've.
It's fun. On and off, I'd say on. It might have been. I don't know. Let me think. Can we go back to it and I'll think
We'll
while
go
we
back.
talk? Sorry. So, 'cause there's a lot. There's a lot of
I
stuff.
should have prepared you for that
Yeah,
one
no,
because
it's fine, it's fine.
that's a big one. That's a big one.
I'll think as we go, though.
Now, who are you excited to see that's coming back? A lot of guys, obviously, a big list of guys coming back. Who are you excited to see?
I mean, for the most part, everybody, you know. Obviously, the golfing group. I can't wait to see the guys who come play golf, you know. We got to get Dito out on the golf course more. He'll play every now and then. I've never seen a guy not hit anything but like a 7-iron or 8-iron. He's basically Tin Cup, if you know that movie. Good for you. But, like, that's all he does. He just whacks an iron around. He might as well putt with an iron. But Trotter was texting me the other day. We're talking about golf. We're going to get locked in. So he's trending upward in his game. So, yeah. And then, obviously, the one-of-a-kind Brandon Kaminer. I don't know if I've ever met a guy that's quite like him. He's having a really good offseason, too. I hope he comes back, but I hope he doesn't. You know what I mean? I hope he goes, someone picks him up. But
Yeah, no, he's unreal. I mean, no runs given up, one hit in Dubai in
yeah.
a really stacked league. I know that they ended up losing the championship, but made it to the championship, and he was electric. I love seeing the emotion out of him, but he's an exciting player to watch. I guess a piggyback off of who are you excited to see come back. I know you caught probably every pitcher more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your favorite to catch, first of all?
Handy. It was hands down. Not a knock on any other pitcher. I love catching all the other guys too, but just I remember at the beginning of the year it was me and E. Hindi was hurt at the beginning of the year, has problems with his shoulder, and I remember we had him in the pen eventually, like at the beginning of the year, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, like he's in the pen, he can locate a fastball. It's a good fastball. It's low 90s, but it has ride, carries. He's like, the changeup's pretty good too. He has command of his curveball. He's command of his slider. Like that's kind of like what a starter does, you know? Like if he can throw his fastball at like 90, 91 and dot up like he does and then mix in the 3 other pitches, like that's pretty good. And I remember me and Blom would be like, yeah, like Hindy's the guy, you know? He's just so fun to hang out with because he's really competitive when he's on the field, and he's just super just chill off the field, like just always having a good time. So,
yeah, Drew Henderson's the man. Seriously,
Yeah.
the man. I remember talking to you like really early on, and I asked you the same question. You know, who's your favorite to catch? And it was the same answer, Drew Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
And he, man, you told me before everybody else, like, no, he's got a real shot. You know, you put him in the starting rotation, he's gonna be solid. And what happened? He went in the starting rotation mid-June, and he was, a shutdown starter. He was fantastic.
no doubt.
I mean, especially you look at those first couple outings that he had starting. I mean, it felt like he had no hitters going into the 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th each time. Like he was lights out. So
Yeah.
I love that answer. Okay, now that's your favorite to catch. Who's your favorite, or I guess who are you excited to be around in the bullpen now that you're going to be in the bullpen as a pitcher? Who are you excited to be around every day?
I will say, there are two guys that came up later, but LaCour and David, my guys. All right, so I mean, LaCour came a little later, but I remember he came in, I caught his first pin, and he just started dotting everything. Like, I know he had a little rough stint in the Pioneer League, but he came in and he started, he gave up 2 runs when he was with us, struck out like everybody.
Yeah. He had a long stretch of not giving up anything as well.
Yeah. And I remember every time he came in, it was like his first outing was like bases loaded, no outs. And he got out, we're like, who's this kid? Right? But I remember his first pin was just money because I caught it. And I'm like, heck yeah. 'Cause everything was great. Like, I started throwing with him every day. He was my throwing partner once I started pitching. So I'd throw with him before when I was bullpen catcher. Then we started pitching, I'd throw with him every day. He was my partner. And then David's he's just a great guy. So hopefully I could see him throw some heat again. Hopefully he gets picked up too because he can do it. He was obviously with the Dodgers before, so. But.
Yeah. Andrew LaCour, man, chillest guy ever. You'd just go into the clubhouse and he'd be playing Super Smash Bros. By himself, at his locker.
Yeah.
He was just chilling. He was always looking for a partner, but I don't think anybody was a man enough to challenge him,
I mean, I'll play against him. It won't be good. I kind of know how to play, but I mean, I've seen because he's next to me in the locker room for the most part, and I'll look over there and I'll look across from Spencer, and he's just absolutely going crazy. I'm like, I don't want any of that, honestly. So I'll go do anything else with him, but not that. I'm gonna get mauled on. But.
You'll be like, yeah, I'll play with you. 30 seconds later, all right, I'm done. This game's over. Great story about David Tiborcio. And it just kind of tells you the kind of guy he was. So we were in Brockton, and we had picked him up in Brockton. He didn't pitch for us until we got back to Kinston, though. So he's hanging around in the clubhouse, just talking to the guys, meeting everybody. I think his brother was with him. So his brother was kind of sitting by the door. And mind you, that game, it was I guess the next day, this is a side story. The next day in Brockton, it was a kids' day, but we had to play a doubleheader because the night before got rained out.
No,
so
I
the
remember
kids'
that.
day,
Trust me. I remember that. Trust me. Oh.
First game, broke the attendance record at Brockton. Most people they had. Second game, nobody was there because all the kids had to go back to school. So it was literally like 3 people. And one of them was David's brother, who was kind of sitting right next to the dugout. But every time there was a foul ball, who's getting them? He got like 15 foul balls. I mean, it was absurd. Anyways, so David, I had met him, talked to him, and as we were leaving Brockton, I think we were going to New Jersey next. We were all on the bus. He didn't go with us on the bus, and I'm like, dude, that hat is sick. It's I don't even remember what it was. It was some random team. Just I like the colors of it. And he goes, here, you want it? I'm like, no, keep your hat. Keep your hat.
That's the type of guy David is, though.
Yeah, I mean,
like
he even reached out to me this offseason. He's like, hey, I'm back in the DR for some family stuff. Do you want me to bring you anything back? I'm like, I'm good. He just cares so much. He's a great guy to be around and super, super friendly. So I love David. We'll have to get him on the pod. But yeah, so I mean, bunch of great pitchers. Love the pen. So many great guys. Excited for you to join that group of guys. Let's go through some trivia questions. What do you think?
Ooh, yeah, I'm in. You said this yesterday. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm curious how you do. We've done. No one's got them all right without hints. We've got some that have got them right, but they had to get some hints. So I'll take a step back on the hints, but if you're really struggling, I'll shoot you a hint. And hey, nothing wrong with a good hint.
Can I get a general idea? It's like Bird Dawg trivia, Frontier League.
Bird Dawg Frontier League trivia.
Ooh, okay.
Two Bird Dawg questions, 1 Frontier League general question.
Okay. I'm big on the Bird Dawg, so I don't know about anybody else.
I think you'll be able to get the Frontier League one. I think you got it. Okay. Now this one, honestly, I didn't even realize until I looked it up. I was like, that's confusing. And I looked it up and I was like, interesting. It kind of shocked me a little bit. Okay. Which pitcher appeared in the most games during the season?
It might be Roof. I don't know. He threw like every game.
He did. He did.
Is he returning? Can I ask
He
that?
is. He is returning.
I feel like it might be. Is it Hindi? Even though.
Bang.
Yeah, because he was in the pen to start. It's got to be.
Bang. Yeah, no, he had like
Grinder.
25 apperances, and second was Brandon Kaminer with 23. I mean, it was
Yeah.
those guys that
They both
started in the
came
pen,
out of
made
pen.
it as starters. That's huge. I wasn't expecting you to get that. Good stuff.
Know my
Okay.
teammates. Come on now.
I guess, yeah, you are a catcher. You know everybody. You got it. Okay, Frontier League question. Name the winners of each Frontier League division.
Is it Schaumburg and Quebec?
Schaumburg, Quebec. So that's
Division. Okay. I
So that's conference.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So now you need the Atlantic East.
Sussex.
And, yep.
Sussex, Quebec, Schaumburg, Gateway.
No.
Who
it is
won?
not.
Is Gateway and Schaumburg in the same?
I believe so. Yeah, they are. So you got the
Not
Midwest.
Joliet.
West. It's the Midwest.
Okay.
They're in the Midwest Central.
Did Lake Erie win that? Who's the other team? Are they in the same? Gateway and Lake Erie. They're all in the same one, right? Schaumburg.
I don't believe. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. No. Gateway and Schaumburg are different.
Okay. So who beat the Grizzlies out?
We played them.
Oh, is it? Oh, Wild Things?
Yeah, it's Washington.
Okay. Yeah, freaking. I got a buddy on that team. I should know that. Waddy.
Yeah, because they
It was
didn't
like last
beat
second,
us to win. They lost that last game, but Lake Erie lost their last game. So Washington
yeah.
got the division. So we didn't see the celebrations, but they were there probably about 2 hours after we left, celebrating on the field.
I remember that. All right. I don't even think about Washington being West. I mean, they are. They're over in Pittsburgh, basically, but like
Midwest
I guess
Central. Yeah. I don't. Gosh, I'm out of the game. I don't even remember who's in that division. Lake Erie, Washington, and maybe Florence and
Florence, and
I don't think it's Gateway.
I might be the Wild or the Mud Monsters.
No, well,
I don't think
I
they're.
think
in
it
ours.
is.
Well, yeah, I think
don't
they're.
know.
Yeah, they're in the West. I'm pretty sure.
I'd have to look at. I'm out of the game.
You're good.
I'm not locked.
Long winter. Winter's coming.
Okay.
Hopefully it's ending soon, though.
Yeah. Third question. I think you got this one. I think this will be easy. Name the 3 players we picked up while we were in Canada.
Ooh. Schultz. Schultz. Oh, the Canadian. Jack, right?
Yeah.
And then the greatest closer of all time in Bird Dawgs history.
I gotta know it. I gotta hear your name.
Hankins. Hawkins, his last name.
Hicks.
Hicks. Yeah, Jackson.
You're good.
No,
Put
you're
you
good.
on the spot.
Jackson. Yeah, no, I try to see. I go like by last name. Hicks.
Yeah,
Jackson Hicks, the greatest closer of all time.
I got you. Yeah, that you got it. I'll give you that one.
Okay,
Jack
okay.
Seward, the
Seward. Say it right.
Seward. Well, I never met him. I don't know. I never got to ask him.
That's
what
what
his
we were calling him that all the time. We were like, we didn't know what to say, and everybody just started calling him Seward.
Seward.
He got picked up by Twa, didn't he? He was with Twa at the end of the year, I think.
Yes, I think because I know he was with Quebec at the beginning, and we had him in Canada. That's it.
Yeah, because he couldn't come down because of
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's with some team this year, and I get to meet him because the only bird dog I've not met, and that's I got to meet them all, right? It's like
we'll
Pokemon.
see him next year. Yeah, we'll see him next year when we go up there.
Heck yeah. Okay, we'll go back to the favorite on-field and off-the-field moment. You got one yet?
Yeah, so off the field, I'm a Yankees guy through and through, but I will say we got to go up to Brockton went to a Red Sox game, got to walk around Boston a little bit. It was, it's a good time, just a good team bonding thing. Like I'm big on that. I feel like the closer the team, the better the team. So I feel like that was just a really fun moment. We even got to go to a couple of guys went to a Guardians game when we were over, and I guess that Lake Erie. Yeah. So when we were Lake Erie, we went to a Guardians game. Danny he knows was it Gavin Williams really well.
Yeah.
I went to college with him, so he hooked us up with some tickets. So that was really cool. On the field, I don't know, maybe E's backside walk off. I mean, that was pretty sick. And that swing, that was pretty sick.
Yeah,
it was a pretty elite swing.
That was one of my favorite moments too. That was so good.
Even maybe Dito home run derby champ. Because I remember I went back home for the All-Star break just to see my family, not too far away. Went back home. I'm looking at our WhatsApp, and Wellman's just chirping Dito like, "How are you in the home run derby? Like, what is going on?" And then all of a sudden he's like, "Yep, Dito's hitting 4-hole top. You're leading off." And it's like it was. I didn't believe it, and then all of a sudden he comes back, and we go up to Quebec, and he just starts hitting obviously you always hit it great, but I'm gonna hit a ball like 110 to left field at like a 10-degree launch angle. It looked like that, and it was just like a BB rising, like a stinger in golf. Hit it to left. I'm like, that got out in about 0.5 seconds. I'm like, Dito, why don't you just do this every time? Stop hitting those weird singles. Just keep hitting homers like you are.
Electric.
But,
I mean, that week he hit more home runs than he's probably ever hit in his life. I mean, the home run derby, just crushing balls, and then right afterwards he hit a couple in Quebec or really in Canada. I don't even remember which team he hit him against. I just know that he was hammering balls.
That Canada trip can change some guys.
Yeah.
Get you locked in, get you ready to go.
Definitely. Okay, final question for you as we wrap it up. What are some goals you got for next year? What are you looking forward to back in Kinston?
Obviously, team goals, some of the whole thing. If I'm doing anything, right, whether it's washing the dishes, say I'm doing it with my sister, I'm gonna try to wash more dishes, right? So, or just we're gonna go play. We got a whole season ahead of us. We got playoffs. At the end of the day, our goal is to win the whole thing. I would say a Major League quote, the movie, but probably not best for the podcast. But I'm gonna say let's win the whole thing. All right, that's the way I'll put it. Okay, but yeah, I think obviously that's a big goal, and at the same time, the cliche win one game at a time, like that. I agree with that too. But with a telescope goal, right? We want to win the whole thing down the road. And that's everything we do should be based off that. And personally, I just for me, it's a new situation, so I'm just gonna grind for it. That's the one thing I will do, and just go out and have fun. And I'll tell you one thing: if you do well, you have a lot of fun, no matter what. So that's my goal. So I'm gonna try to go out there and shove. That's my goal.
Love it.
Keep it simple.
Is there a dog sleeping next to you?
Oh yeah, do you hear?
Oh, poor thing.
This is Babe. This is my bulldog, Babe. My other dog, Yankee. I don't know where he's at, but
man, the whole family.
Yeah, there she is though.
Man, that dog is living its best life.
Yeah, genetic anomaly though with all this.
Yeah.
Stuff. Now I have hair all over me, but go back to bed. Sorry, she was snoring probably the whole time.
Yeah, hey, and more power to her. I wish I could be doing that.
Yeah. She's probably pissed.
That just brought up something in my mind, though, because, you got a dog named Babe, Yankee. Your name's Gehrig. Your sister also has a Yankee name as well. What is it?
Maris, after Roger Maris.
Yes.
Yeah. So
everything's. I mean, I assume your parents are Yankees fans.
Yeah. So my dad's my grandfather. He grew up on Long Island. So they grew up on Long Island, and then my dad lived in Jersey for a little bit. And for the most part, I have family up in Jersey we go see all the time. So I wouldn't say I'm from the north. I'm from I'm from the South. I grew up, I'm from the South, but I definitely have pretty solid. All my sports teams, for the most part, are up north. The only team I like that's not in sports teams, I like the Houston Rockets because I'm the big James Harden fan. So that's about it. But I'm, as sad as it sounds, I'm a Jets fan. I'm a Rangers fan right now. They're terrible. Both teams should just get rid of their programs. I'm not saying that. They shouldn't. I enjoy watching them. But Yankees, we got to do something right now in the off season. They got to come on, lock in. But yeah, for the most part, it's all New York-based teams. And I actually just came from New York City. I got a couple buddies up there, so got to hang out up there.
Yeah, I imagine you're not a Yankees fan with a name like Gehrig. You gotta really. I mean, you have to be a Yankees fan. It's just how it goes. But I love that. Awesome. Well, appreciate you for hanging out and chatting. Best of luck to you this off season, and I'm curious to see where you're at by spring. Where that fastball velo's at. I'll be keeping an eye.
Oh, it'll get up there. We're working on it. So that's the name of the game right now. How fast can I make my arm move?
Love it. Well, appreciate you, Gehrig. Excited to see you come spring, and enjoy the rest of your off season.
Appreciate it, Spence.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, we'll see you next episode.